Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to Live Class with Ayum. I'm so happy that you have joined me today. So thank you so much for joining me. This is my Pain Your Game Ministries. And this is that place where we learn those practical things that can stop or at least ease the pains that we go through. I've been speaking on the subject of easing financial pains this month. In the first week, I talked about accepting reality. And last week, I talked about taking responsibility. I want you to know that God is interested in your finances. And I've emphasized this in the past videos that I did. So if you've not watched any of those videos, I want to encourage you to visit the videos library on our Facebook page or visit our YouTube channel, My Pain Your Game Ministry, so that you can catch up on those videos, because I believe they will help you and you will get some nuggets from it. And while you are there, don't forget to like us on Facebook, give us that thumbs up, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. And when you subscribe on YouTube, make sure that you turn on the bell button, which stands for notification, so that each time we upload a new video, you'll be notified. Okay, so let's go in with today's topic. Today, we are still going to be talking about easing financial pains. And today, what I'm going to speak about specifically is to learn about money. In other words, acquire money skills. Acquire money skills. I've always had an entrepreneurial tendency from a very young age. I remember when I was growing up in my hometown, as a young girl, I always wanted to sell anything that was in season. Sometimes my family were embarrassed by the things I wanted to sell. I remember sometimes when orange was in season and I would buy some from the market in bulk and I would want to peel it and put it in front of my house to sell. And on some occasions, I've been driven from selling in front of my house because my family felt I was embarrassing them. But I now look back and I discovered that those were entrepreneurial skills that I had that I was trying to put into practice. And over the years, I've started many businesses. I've had a couple of startups here and there. And today, I still find myself still pursuing my entrepreneurial dream of always having my freedom and doing the things that are my heart to do. So I've had some relationship with money, let me put it that way, to some extent. But in the last few years, I have actually become very hungry for knowledge. And I've come to discover that the more I know, the more I realize how ignorant I am about money. The more I come to realize that there's so much to learn about money. There's so much to learn about money. I don't know how much knowledge you have, but no matter the knowledge you have, I want to tell you that there is still so much to learn, because the more you learn, the more you discover that you can still learn more. I'm going to take a short break now. And when I come back, I'm going to tell you more about how to acquire money skills. So don't go away, because I'll be back shortly.
Are you going through a traumatic experience? Does all hope seem lost? Are you wondering if you'll ever smile again? Then these books are for you. He Gave Me Comfort by A.M. Edgar and Through the Storm by A.M. Edgar. These books are available in both paperback and Kindle version on Amazon.com and Amazon.co.uk. Also available in electronic version on AcadaBooks.com. So take heart, because these books will restore your hope, and yes, you will smile again.
Welcome back. We're talking about acquiring money skills in order to ease our financial pain. There are so many ways that we acquire knowledge. And in today's age, you don't even need to go to the classroom to acquire knowledge. I thank God for the technology that we have now. I thank God for the internet that has so much information. And I think one of the issues, or one of the challenges that we have right now, is that we have information overload. And many times people are struggling with how to get the right information out of the so much vast of information that we have. But to ease your financial pain, you need to be properly educated about money. I find that the reason why many of us go through cycles when it comes to our financial life, One day we are doing well, another day we are down. Before we know what's happening again, we are up. Before we know what's happening again, we are down. The reason why that cycle is continuing is because of our insufficient money skills. It's because of our insufficient money skills. I've heard somebody say before that money tends to flow to people that have respect for it, and it tends to flow away from people that don't know how to treat it. And the person was saying that if today they say, okay, let them distribute, let them collect all the money in the economy together and then share it equally among everybody that is living in that particular country or that particular area. And the person said, give it maybe 1, 2, 3, or 5 years. That when you come back, the money would have moved towards some people, and those people will have more, and then it would have left some other people, and those people will be broke. Why is this so? It's because of the knowledge that some have and some don't have. Because when you acquire money skills, which comes first of all through what you know by learning, and then when you learn, you begin to practice what you learn. That is how we acquire money skills. And I say these skills can be acquired by going to the classroom, enrolling for a course to learn. It can be acquired by getting a mentor or a coach to teach you how to be able to build up these skills. It can be acquired through books. There are a lot of good books out there, a lot of good financial books out there that you can read, and you can begin to take some steps on how to take charge of your finances and begin to ease whatever pain that you are going through. And even right now, there are a lot of videos on YouTube. This video I'm doing right now is going to be on YouTube. And we have access to watch a lot of things that can help to enhance our knowledge. So, dear friend, I want to tell you that so to say you are ignorant these days is not an excuse. If you are struggling financially and you are saying it's because I don't know, it's no longer an excuse, because there is so much out there that you can learn. And as a matter of fact, there is still, even if you think, oh, I don't even have the money to enroll for a class, there's still so much that you can learn for free right now that you can begin to put into practice. And then as you acquire those knowledge, if it means paying somebody to coach you, please do so, because I've come to discover that there is only so much that I can learn by myself. And when I've done that, it's difficult for me to enhance myself further. I need someone that have gone ahead of me to be able to help me, to push me on so that I can acquire more skills. So I want to encourage you. Don't think that investing in a mentor or a coach is luxury, that it's only the rich people or people that are doing extremely well that do that. You find that people that are doing extremely well invest in coaches because they know the value. So if those people are doing well and they are still investing in mentors and coaches, what do you think you should be doing? You should also do the same so that you can upgrade yourself, you can upskill yourself, you can move forward, you can make yourself, you can connect yourself with people that will help to take you to that next level. So I want to encourage you, go for knowledge. Go for knowledge. And as you acquire the knowledge, practice what you learn. Put into practice that knowledge that you're acquiring. Because knowledge without practice is a waste of time. When you get knowledge and you are not putting it into practice, it doesn't help you in any way. It doesn't amount to anything. So if you really want to ease your financial pain, begin to acquire these money skills. And as you do so, put them into practice. It's amazing to know the opportunities that open up to us when we become knowledgeable. It's amazing. And in the same way, it's also, will I say amazing or surprising now, to know how miserable we can be even in the midst of opportunities because we are ignorant. There's a passage in scripture that really intrigued me, and I'm going to share that passage with you. That passage is from Genesis chapter 21. Genesis chapter 21, I'll read verse 14 to 16, and then I'll read verse 19. Okay, so verse 14 says, Early the next morning, Abraham took some food and a skin of water and gave them to Hagar. He set them on her shoulders and he sent her off with the boy. Remember, this was the boy that Hagar had for Abraham when Sarah was still expecting a child. And this boy's name is Ishmael. She went on her way and wandered in the desert of Beersheba. When the water in the skin was gone, she put the boy under one of the bushes. Then she went off and sat down about a bow shot away, for she thought, I cannot watch the boy die. And as she sat there, she began to sob. Then God opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water. So she went and filled the skin with water and gave it to the boy. You may be wondering, how does this relate to easing financial pain? The pain that Hagar was going through here was the pain of famine, because she has been sent away with her son from the family house now because Sarah was not happy with her. And now the food and the drink that Abraham gave to them for the journey have been exhausted. And they were in a desert. And you know how a desert can be, very dry. And she felt, I'm sure maybe the little boy was crying for hunger and for thirst. And because she couldn't bear it any longer, she just turned her face away and went to sit somewhere a bit far away from the boy. And she began to cry. I'm sure she was crying and saying, God, is this how I'm going to watch my son die of hunger and thirst? And it was then an angel appeared to her and opened her eyes to see that there was just a pool around her. But because her eyes were blind to it, she didn't see that pool. And she was miserable. The way this relates to easing financial pain when it comes to acquiring knowledge is that many times there are opportunities around us. But if our eyes are not open to these opportunities, we'll be sobbing, we'll be crying, we'll be miserable. But when we begin to acquire skills, acquire the money skills that I've talked about, you find that all of a sudden, your eyes will begin to open. And you will say, wow, you mean this opportunity has been here all this while and I didn't know. That is what acquiring knowledge can do for you. And I want to encourage you, begin to get hungry for knowledge, and especially financial knowledge if your finances is in bad shape right now, or if you want to take your finances to another level, begin to go for financial knowledge. Because as you do that, you'll be amazed at what opportunities that abound around you, even in the midst of famine, even in the midst of the pandemic that we've been experiencing. There are still opportunities around. So I want to encourage you, go for this knowledge, hone your financial skills. And when you begin to hone your financial skills, you'll be amazed that no matter where life has thrown you to, or what life has thrown at you, you will be able to bounce back because you've decided to go for knowledge. I'm going to be stopping here for today. And before I stop, I want to leave us with a quote. And this quote is by Manoj Arora. And the quote says, you can make excuses and earn sympathy, or you can make money and earn admiration. The choice is always yours. I love this quote. You can make excuses and earn sympathy, or you can make money and earn admiration. The choice is always yours. So what choice are you going to make? Are you going to continue to make excuses that, don't you know there's pandemic? Don't you know I lost my parents when I was young? Don't you know I don't have enough education? Or don't you know that I'm overqualified and that is why I'm not getting a job? Are you going to continue to make excuses? Or are you going to make money and earn admiration? So thank you so much for watching this broadcast. And I want to also remind about the live chat discussion that I'll be having the last Saturday of the month, which is on the 27th of March, 1 p.m. UK time. I'll be having a special guest, and we're going to be discussing this topic, how to ease financial pain in more practical ways, sharing real life stories. I want you to be my guest on that day, so please save the date and make it a date with us next week, Saturday the 27th of March, 1 p.m. UK time. We'll be streaming live from our Facebook page, My Paying Your Game Ministries. So I look forward to seeing you. And don't forget to like this page or subscribe to our YouTube channel if you've not already done so. So thank you so much for watching, and God bless you and enjoy your day. See you again next week.